You wouldn't think about it. Who? With whom do I do this with? Where? Where is whatever I'm writing about? When? How? And why? Last week I revised my CrossFit story and I answered those questions. Today I've drafted my second informational book about reading that we will read together. And as we're reading today, we're going to identify on each page of the story what question I answered. Okay, I'm going to model by reading the first page of my story, and I will tell you what question I answered. Then together, we will read the rest of the story, and in the box, we will write either who, how, where, when, or why, thinking about which questions I answered on which page. Then when you go to your seat today, you will start a new story, rather a new informational book, and you'll make sure that you're answering each of the questions on each page. Okay? Very simple. So, the first page, Naima, I'm going to use yours. I'm going to read it the first time. The second time we'll read it together. I'm going to teach you all about reading. You can read by yourself or with a friend. And let's all read it together.
I am going to teach you all about reading. You can read by yourself or with a friend.
So, what question... I have one of those two please inside. What question am I answering on this page? Is it who? Is it how? Is it where? Is it why? Or is it when? Alfonso, what am I answering?
Who?
College shop.
You're answering the question word who.
I'm answering the question word who. So, with your pencil in the box, I want you to write who. I'm telling you that you can read by yourself or with a friend. So this is what you should be writing right now. In the box. This is what you should be writing. That's his pencil. I have a question mark here. Then I want you to underline in the text where I told you who. With whom do I read with in the text? I'll read it again. I'm going to teach you all about reading. You can read by yourself or with a friend. So underline in the text where I write the sentence, who you can read with. Dakota, read what you underlined, please.
I underline, you can read by yourself or with a friend.
That sentence answers who. Dakota, Helga, Argyle, please underline it for me. Okay. So today in your story, you must answer the question who. Let's turn the page. And when you turn the page, look at me. When you turn it, you flip it over on the back. Yep. I'll read it the first time, we read it the second time together. You can read at school, your home, and the library. I suggest you read in your bedroom because it's comfortable. Now what page, or what question is this answering? Turn the packet over. I just explained it to you. Thank you. Zion. Let's listen again. You can read at school, your home, and the library. I suggest you read in your bedroom because it's comfortable. So is that answering how, where, why, or when, Zion? Think about the places I'm describing. Think about the word place. Let me read it again. You can read at school, your home, and the library. I suggest you read in your bedroom because it's comfortable. Am I telling you places where you can read?
Why?
Am I telling you why you should be reading? What did I say in the text? What does it say in the text? Look at it. Look at the text.
Where?
Why do you believe it's where? What in the text makes you think that? Identify some of the places I suggested you read. Where did I say you could read in the text? So in your bedroom is a place. Sydney? What else did I say? Okay, he just said that. Any other new ideas? College talk? You can. Yeah? One more?
You said that you could read at home or in your bedroom because your bed feels really comfortable.
Okay. So the places that we listed, repeat after me, were school,
School,
home,
home,
library,
library,
bedroom.
bedroom.
4 words. Those 4 words should be underlined. Do it now. And in your box, if you haven't already done so, write the word where. Let me see your pencil just for a second. It should look just like this. I said 4 words, and I've underlined them here. Go, Naima. All right. If you're still underlining, that's fine. I'm going to move on to the next page, okay? You can read any time during the day. Reading in the morning is best, for the morning is the time when our brains are the most focused. Let's read it together.
You can read anytime during the day. Reading in the morning is best, for the morning is the time when our brains are the most focused.
Why don't you read it this time, please, sir? Yusuf, in the front. Read it aloud for the class. Okay, so what question is this answering? Antonio, am I answering the question of when, of where, of why? What question am I answering on this page? I'm telling you, you can read during the morning, for the morning time is the best, when our brains are the most focused. So what question am I answering? Am I talking about how you read? No. I talking about where you read? Am I talking about when you read, like the time of day? Yes, I am. So this should be when. In your text, underline the phrase that tells you when you should read. And as you're underlining, I'm reading anytime during the day, and I'm underlining the word morning. Because those are two different times when you can read, according to the text. I said anytime during the day and the morning. Those give you two specific times. Thank you for helping, Dakota.
Miss McLeod, can you underline the day too?
Sure. Okay. If you're still underlining, that's fine. I'm moving on to the next page. To read, you need to find a book that interests you. There are many types of books. For example, nonfiction, fiction, and poetry. Then you sit down, I forgot a word, and read quietly for the entire time. So is this answering why, or is this answering how? Is this answering why, or is this answering how? Alyssa?
How?
College shop?
It's answering how because there how to read because if you don't know how to read, you don't.
What does it say in the text though? I told you to find a book that interests you, and then I told you to sit down and read quietly the entire time. So in the box you should write how with a question mark, and then I'm going to underline find a book that interests you, and then I'm going to write sit down and read quietly for the entire time.
And you say,
If you're still underlining, that's fine, I'm moving on. Reading is important because it teaches you about the world. Reading makes you intelligent and a problem solver. So what is this page answering? What question?
why?
Yes.
Why?
What can we underline say here for why?
You can underline reading is important because it teaches you about the world.
So let's underline the phrase teaches you about the world and the word intelligent and phrase problem solver. Kyrie, come on. Mina, come on.
Why? Put why in another page.
Don't interrupt the lesson. Thank you. Okay. Eyes back up here. For your let's discuss before you write today, you're going to come up with a new topic for your informational book, and you're going to do the 5-finger rule with your partner. What is the 5-finger rule for our topic? What does that mean?
A 5-finger rule is 5 pages, and you want to teach people about.
So you should be able to say 5 different facts about your topic. If you can do 4 facts and not 5, you can't write about it. It's got to be 5 facts. Your book is 5 pages. What are your 5 facts?
What are your